Whoa, Nelly. There we go. Let's see if we can get this started. Sorry. I got everything set up on YouTube and then decided I could not do this without a drink of Diet Coke Fresh. And so I drank last night's Diet Coke this morning. And so then I had to run to the garage, and you can tell I'm like, because it's, I think I counted one time, I think it's 74 steps, because our garage is not, we don't have direct access to our garage. And so I had to like run to the Diet Coke machine, and it's raining in Southern California. We're having a storm. We'll talk about that more later. But first, let's do some hellos. Hi, Kelly. Good morning. Hi, Gloria on Facebook. Hi, Christy. And let me move this over a little. Hi, Christy. Hi, Alley Cats. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Reagan. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Vicky in Florida. Hi, Eleanor in Pennsylvania. Good morning. Hi, Kimberly in wet Temecula. I feel you, girl. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning. Hi, Jan. Hi, Jane. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Elle. Good morning. She says, we've been concerned about the weather and flooding in our area. Yeah, I'll talk about that in just a minute. Hi, Diana. Hi, Diane. Hi, Gina. Gina says, hang on, I got to find a pen. Gina says she needs prayers. Her health is all over the place. Oh, Gina, hang on. I got to find the right page for that. Hang on. Let me just get a poster for right now. I can't get to the right page. Got it, Gina. Got it. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Ohio. From Ohio. I said hi, Ohio. Hi, Card Stamper in Salt Lake City, Utah. Hi, So Much Glitter. She says, stay safe, flooding in San Diego and on the roads. Yeah. Pouring down rain, Jeanette says, in San Bernardino. Yes, it is. Relda is in Logan, Utah. Hello. Hi, Carlon. Good morning. Hi, Kelly on Facebook. Good morning. Hi, Connie. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Nana. Oh, I like that. In Washington. Hi, Erica on Facebook. So, yes, it is raining in Southern California. Why do I sorry, you guys. I always just like go over and over on how my angle is. It always looks funny to me. Sorry. Okay. I always look short too. Hang on. I always sit on my legs, so it's normal for me to sit like this. So yes, it is. Oh, you're welcome, Margaret. Excuse me. Ooh, Joe got a foot of snow yesterday in Nevada. Hi, Michelle in Georgia, my love. Hello, hello. So yes, it's raining in Southern California. It started officially raining later last night for the second round that we have. Beth says, I have to send you a picture. My pre-K class used your penguin pictures to watercolor for our art show. Ooh, I want to see. Send me pictures. And so, yeah, it's raining here. Although I know the media loves to sensationalize everything because they want you to watch. So they're going to exaggerate and they're going to embellish and they're going to whatever they do to make you watch and try to scare the crud out of you to watch. And so my aunt in Montana texted me Friday and said, I'm praying for you. I hope you stay safe. You know, it was a beautiful text. She's like, it sounds like the weather's going to be really horrible. I hope you're safe. I hope your house doesn't flood. And I texted her back and I said, Aunt Gail, it hasn't even started raining yet. We're going to be okay. We won't get hurt. To me, this much rain, okay, yeah, sure. My window in my bedroom's leaking, yes. But other people in the United States have way worse weather than we do. I mean, I know California was not built for rain, but it's just rain. It's a lot of rain, but it's just rain. But my aunt was like seriously afraid for us. And I'm like, oh, Aunt Gail, don't be afraid. We're fine. You know, we might get on boogie boards in the streets, you know, that has happened before. Not me, but we've done that. People have done that before, but no big deal, right? It's just water. It's not orange juice. That's what I always say when I taught preschool and it would rain on the kids. They'd say, oh, I'm getting wet. And I'd always say, but it's just water. It's not orange juice. Orange juice is sticky. Water is fine. It's just going to clean you a little bit. So yeah, it's there's some rain, but it's not bad. It's raining. Yeah, I had to go get my Diet Coke in the rain. Big deal. You know, I mean, I just think the news makes it sound like, you know, like my parents' street where they live, every year it floods. It just means that the curb is this high, the water goes that high. Big deal. Not life altering, I guess maybe I just don't think of any of it as a big deal. Yeah, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm not going to drive in it. I mean, nobody in California knows how to drive in the rain. So I mean, I'm just tucked at home in my PJ bottoms and kind of almost sweats, and I'm going to work all day. And thankfully, Ken is no longer a UPS driver. I do feel for all the delivery drivers out there. It makes me sad to think that they're out there in the rain just because, I mean, I know that's their job, but anyone that has to work outside when it's raining or in bad weather, but, you just do what you have to do. So hi, Koala. Hello there. So yeah, it's just, Debbie says, I heard they canceled a race yesterday because of the rain and floods. I had a friend that did a marathon yesterday close by in Huntington Beach, and he did his so it didn't rain in Southern California until last night. So don't believe everything you see on TV. They want you to watch, so they need you to tune in. So they want you to stay tuned because more worse happening in Southern California. No, it's fine. We're fine. Frank and Sharon say, don't mind a little rain. Last month we had ice and kids were skating in the street. Oh, wow. Oh, the NASCAR race was on Saturday instead. Lou Jean says, hi, Stephanie, could you please make a fillable platter folded? I would love the more for chocolate. A platter folded. That's interesting. Oh, hang on. I'm on the, see, you guys, this is what I do. I have, okay, hang on. Platter folded. That's actually a cute idea. I like that idea. So I've been doing a lot of meetings lately. Nothing I can talk about yet, but I'm excited. Vicki, can you send me an email about more information on that? I don't want to scare anybody, but if you could send me an email as soon as possible about everything and anything you heard and any links that you have, I'd appreciate it. Because I have not heard that. Hi, Linda. Good morning. Hi, Vicki. Thank you. Vicki's going to send me. Yes. Let's see. Hi, Linda. Good morning, my love. You haven't missed much. Just me saying that there's rain, but it's not bad. Rhoda says, when I used to live in Temecula, friends would call worried about me when it rained. They said I thought it never rained in California. Yeah, it doesn't very often. Hi, upstairs hobby room in Ontario, Sandy in Ontario. Yeah, like now, if I lived under the mountains, like right below the mountains at the foothills of the mountains, the rain and the mud could come down. That's a little different. That is a little, be careful. But in Orange County, it's fine. We're fine. We're fine. So Janine says, yes, it's raining. Yes. Carol, that would be really cute. I know. And you know who's into charcuterie boards? Did I ever tell you guys? Yeah, I had to have told you guys. So not this last year. I'm still mad at you, Faylene. Not this last year, but the year before, Faylene came to our house, and Faylene and her whole family came to our house for Thanksgiving. And we love her family. Her daughters are like, my daughters are like these ages, and her daughters are like these ages. So they're like all the same age. It's fun. And so they came for Thanksgiving. And we always have everybody bring something. Well, Faylene brought a charcuterie board that was bigger than my desk, practically. It was freakishly amazing. She could go into business doing those. I know they take hours to make, though. I mean, she had little roses out of the pepperonis, and she had, it was amazing. I didn't eat very much turkey that year because I was busy eating on her charcuterie board. So, yes, sorry, I just had to get on that. Ponte says, where'd it go? We hear the news all the time regarding the floods. I always tell my husband nothing happens in Ela. I don't know what Ela means, Ponce. I just don't get it. Jennifer says, please continue to pray for me financially. I had to go back to work even though I'm still having my ongoing headache since last February. Oh, and you're still waiting for the insurance to approve Botox? Oh, my goodness, Jennifer. You know what, my love? What I recommend is call them at least once a week. Call them and call them. And call your insurance and bug them and say, you know what, I'm in, just keep bugging them. Or if your doctor is doing it, have your doctor contact them again. Because you know what, they don't care. Insurance companies do not care. They literally will have your paperwork on their desk, and they have this many paperwork on their desk. So if you call them, hopefully they'll go look for your paperwork. I don't know. Oh, poor thing. I'm so sorry. But my love, I will pray for you, because headaches, you know what? Because I get migraines just once in a while, not very often. I haven't gotten one in a long time, thankfully. But there's nothing like a headache. Because if your arm hurts, okay, your arm hurts. Yeah, I'm not going to, or if your back hurts, I get it, your back hurts. But if your head hurts, you can't think. And if you can't think, you can't do stuff, right? I mean, oh, my arm hurts. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, yeah, but I can still do stuff. I can still think. But when your head hurts, you can't think. And oh, I'm so sorry, my love. I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm going to pray that you get that Botox done ASAP. I know it's expensive, Jennifer, but you might want to just do it. I don't know. But also, Jennifer, I need to tell you, the first time Kirsten did it, it did not work. And the doctor kind of expected that. He said sometimes it takes the second time for it to start working. So just keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. Oh, good. Jennifer said she had to hire a lawyer who is taking a disability company to court to get my money from the disability claim that they denied. Good, Jennifer. Sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Netwear saw Totally Tiffany on Spellbinder's site. Yeah, other companies sell her products. Yes. Elizabeth says, my husband has had a migraine from a closed head injury for over 20 years. Oh, goodness. Hi, Russ. Elizabeth, has he tried the Botox? Has he tried the Botox? So Kirsten has what they call daily persistent headache. She's had a headache since she was 14. Same kind of situation. And she's tried everything. I've talked about this before, but the Botox will help. She gets it like every 10 weeks. So it really does help. Hi, Diane. Hello, my love. So let's see. I want to tell you a little story about Friday. Hang on, I need chapstick. So on Friday, we had the boys. So on Fridays, we have the boys. So I don't usually work after 10 o'clock in the morning on Fridays until 5 o'clock on Fridays. I don't work, really. I mean, I'm on my phone. I'm answering emails as needed, but I don't really sit at my desk and work because we have the boys. And I don't know what we're going to do when they go to kindergarten. I mean, like Ken and I will go insane not having them. So we went to Knott's Berry Farm not that long ago. And so every Friday we try to do something. So one time, like once a month, we go to Knott's Berry Farm. Once a month now, we're starting to go to my parents' house because, grandma's house is fun. So my mom is grandma and I'm Nana for the kids. So hang on. Sorry, I got a yawn and I can't get it out. That's weird. Don't you hate that? And I get it a lot because I talk too much and then I can't get the yawn out. So it'll take me a second. So we have the kids and Kenny and I are like, what are we going to do with them today? Can't go to Knott's because it was supposed to rain. It didn't. But so we said, okay, well, I said, I want to start teaching them more about money because they don't really get to see money because, we charge everything, right? Everybody. Hey, God. Got it. Thank you. Whew, sorry. Those yawns get stuck sometimes. And now you're all going to yawn. I'm sorry. But so we said, we want to start learning about money. Because did I tell you my story about Chick-fil-A, how we went to Chick-fil-A with my parents and the girl couldn't give us the right change, even though the cash register told her exactly how much to give us, she couldn't figure it out. So I'm like, okay, Katie and both of my girls have worked in our booths. They both know how to make change. I just feel like that's a life skill. So our babies are only 3, but I'm like, okay, we're going to start teaching them about money because I'm horrified that these people don't know how to do money in the stores. So I said, Kenny, let's give them each $5, a $5 bill, and let's go to Walmart. And Ken said, Stephanie, you can't find anything for $5 at Walmart in the toy section. I said, okay, 10. Let's give them a $10 bill. So we gave each of them a $10 bill. We said, we're going on a treasure hunt. So we get in the car, we go to Walmart, and we said, you get $10, and we can shop anywhere in the store you want to shop. And so eventually they figured out, they wanted to go to the toy section, right? Of course. So we get to the toy section, and they get out of the carts, and they start looking around. and they say, ooh, I want this. And of course, Liam first automatically goes to the Nerf guns. He knows he's not allowed to have Nerf guns. And his cousins have Nerf guns, but he's not allowed to have them. And so not until he's 12. We've told him when he's 12, he can't have one. And so he's holding it. And I said, oh, bummer. Look at the price. And it was like $34. I go, look, it's a $34. Darn, you don't have enough money. And so he puts it back. And then Miller finds something. And then he goes, oh, this is a 6. And he goes, I need a 10. And I said, no. You can get the 6. And then you could get a couple Matchbox cars for $1. That didn't really kind of compute. He thought he needed to find a 10. So we explained that a little bit more. Then he got it kind of. We went through over and over again. We were there at least an hour. And it was fun because we had nowhere to go. We had nothing else to do. We knew we were going to take him to lunch later, but we were just fine. They were being so good. So we're going and we're looking at all this stuff, and he goes, oh, Miller found this. And then I go, okay, now hold it and keep looking because you might find something different. So then, he wanted to put that back because then he found this. Liam, the whole time, where was he? In the Nerf gun section. I go, babe, you can't get a Nerf gun. You don't have enough money and you're not old enough. So, and Gaga's with him. And so then Gaga, when I have the boys, I have 3 kids, let me tell you. Because then Ken finds the lightsabers. And he grabs one and they light up now. And so he and Liam are having a lightsaber fight in the aisle in Walmart while Miller and I are looking at other toys on a different aisle. So I turn the corner and they're like, yeah. I'm like, what are you doing? First of all, we're not playing in Walmart. Really that much. Second of all, no. I go, oh, bummer. That's too expensive. That's $14. You only have 10. And Ken's like, it's only 14. So I'm like, Kenny, it's 14 no matter what. And so he's like, oh, okay. Because he wanted them to get the lightsabers. I'm like, no, they're not getting lightsabers. So we're looking. Then they find swords. No, that's too expensive. I just made up a number. Because I'm there. I'm going to monitor what they're allowed to get. So in the end, I was so proud of Liam because he picked Candyland. Yay! 2 thumbs up from Nana, Candyland. I was so excited. Oh, whoa. How did I get fireworks just now? Because I did thumbs up. I got fireworks on Facebook because I did thumbs up. Let me see if it does it again. Oh, it does it again. Ooh, that's weird. Oh, that's entertaining. Sorry, I'm looking at Facebook. It gave me fireworks. So he got Candyland. Yay, Liam, right? Then Miller finds this Ninja Turtle on a skateboard that has swords. And I said, but Miller, look at this game. Look at this game. Look at this. Look at this. And he was adamant about that Ninja Turtle. I was disappointed. But it was the right price. It wasn't horrible. So I said, okay, you can get it. So we go to pay. Remember, they have $10 each. They go to pay. And so the funny thing is I let this little lady behind us go because she only had like 3 things. So we had to pay 4 different ways because I had business stuff I had to pay for on a separate card. What was it? I don't even remember now. I think it was, I don't even remember what it was, but business stuff. Then Miller had to pay for his toy. Then Ken had regular personal stuff that we had to buy. And then Liam had to pay for his toy, right? So anybody that's behind us, I'm like, you go ahead of us. You go ahead. We're going to take a while. So we finally get up there and he sees Miller holding a $10 bill and he goes, you're paying cash? And I said, well, we have 4 orders. I go, for 2 of our orders, we're paying cash. 2, we're paying credit card. And he goes, I don't have any change. I said, okay. He goes, you're going to have to wait. And I said, okay, well, let's run through mine because mine's credit card. So he runs through mine. Didn't make me pay for the bags either, which I don't know if he was just confused or I think we're supposed to still pay for bags in California, whatever. He puts my stuff in the bag, I pay. Then it's Miller's turn to pay with his $10 bill. So his little Ninja Turtle's literally on the thing, and so it's going. And then so he goes, I don't have any change. And I said, he goes, I don't have any pennies. And then the cashier behind me says, we're out of pennies. The whole store is out of pennies. We're at Walmart. They're out of pennies. I said, okay, ring it up and don't give me any pennies. Okay, fine. So the kid just looks at me. And so I just said, we'll just pay and we'll just give me whatever change you can. So he rings it up. It was like $9.47 or something. So I didn't get 3 cents, whatever, big deal. Of course, it aired on the side of Walmart, which that's another story. So I got ripped off 3 cents, whatever, done. And then we got a receipt because that's exciting to get a receipt when you're a kid, right? So he gets his toy and his receipt. Ken pays and then Liam pays, and Liam owes 2 cents, right? It was like 9.02. And the guy goes, I said, okay, well, you owed me 3 cents from mine, so take the 2 cents out of there. And I just, his mind. So I said, you know what? Forget it. Just give us whatever change you can. I will just zip my mouth and ignore me. So he gave us whatever change he could. So Walmart ripped me off about 7 cents, just saying, whatever. Because we don't have pennies. Okay, moving on. So then we're like, yay, we have our toys. And Liam's just looking at his box. Why did he pick Candyland? He picked Candyland because Uncle Brandon and Auntie Sella had Candyland at their house when we went to their house the last time. I think it was for Ben's birthday party. And so they got to play on Candyland. So they were playing, and there's an X on the board. And so on the box, Liam's like, what does the X mean? And I said, I don't know. We'll read the directions. And he said, no, Uncle Brandon says it means you missed a turn. Okay, it means you missed a turn. I mean, I'm not going to argue. Brandon would know. He has the game. So whatever. It was just funny. So then we went to Chick-fil-A. The boys love Chick-fil-A. We like Chick-fil-A. So we go to Chick-fil-A, different one this time. They have a playground. Yay. And we're in the car, and Miller says, I want to take my toy in. And I said, oh, honey, that's just not a good idea. Because what if there are other kids there and they see your toy and they are going to want you to share? And I know it's your brand new toy. You're not going to want to share. And he said, I'll just say no thanks. And I said, well, that's not exactly how it works. What you can say if you're playing with your toy, if you're not playing with it, you do need to share, because I'm recommending you keep it in the car. But if you insist on taking it in, if you're not playing with it, you do need to share. And he said, well, if I'm playing with it and they ask me to share, I'm just going to say no thanks. And I said, well, I'm not sure. I said, what you could say is, when I'm done, you can play with it. And he said, no, I'm just going to say no thanks. And I just giggled. And he said, Miss Sonia says I can say no thanks. And I said, you're right. You're right. Technically, you can just say no thanks. So, of course, we eat some chicken. We go into the play yard, and there are kids that want to play with his darn toy. And so I just, he's playing with it, and this little girl comes up to him and says, can I play with that? And I said, well, you know what? He's playing with it right now. It's, it's his brand new toy. He just got it. And then Miller later did let her play with it a little bit, which was very kind. Brother got to play with it a little too. So he did a very good job. But Nana did try to hide it for a while just to make everything more fair, right? More fair. Elizabeth says, if you really want to confuse this generation, try giving them $6.20 for a $10.20. Oh, Elizabeth, their heads would explode if we did that. I'm telling you. Janine says they've said for years that they're going to phase out pennies, and cashiers can't understand how to do change without it showing them the total on the register. Janine, but our people had the number on the register to give us, and they still couldn't do it. That's 3 times now. Well, 2 times, because it was just two people. Okay. So let's see. So Miller did excellent with sharing. I was very proud of him. He was such a good boy. But that was my cute story, just because I thought it was cute. If somebody says to you, will you share that with me? And he says, no, thanks. I just think that's adorable. Let's see. Jane says, I worked at Kroger for 25 years, and we did actually run out of different coins occasionally. Bank orders messed up occasionally. I never let the customer be shorted. I know. It's just more fair, huh? Quilty says, we had to count back the change to the customer. I know. That's how we used to do it, right? That's how we used to do it. Janine says, I love the new stamp and die set for February. I made Valentine's cards with it. Yay. She'll be posting it on the gallery. Yay, yay, yay. That's awesome. So yeah, I was very proud of our boys. They did a very good job. So then we got to come out and we played Candyland. It was so fun. We had a good time. We had a very good time, and I was so proud of Liam for wanting that Candyland, because now we all get to play it all the time. So yeah, that was my story about Walmart and Chick-fil-A. And I know 99% of the time we all pay by credit card, just because 1, it's easier, 2, it's easier, 3, it's easier. But I just want the boys to learn about money, because I mean, I know they'll learn it in school, but they're at this age, they're just sponges, and they just remember everything, and they really think things through. And so it was exciting. Also, though, they got $1 each in change somehow. I don't know what ended up happening with those dollars, but we got because then they got $1 each back, right? And Liam's like, how come it doesn't have a 10 on it? And I said, good question, because remember, you gave him money, and so he gave you $1 back. I said, this is only $1, but the other one you had was $10. Now, that's mind-blowing, right? Because same piece of paper looks very close to the same, but it's worth more and less. So we were learning about that. It was really fun. It's fun to just, do new experiences with the kids, because, you get to see it through their eyes. So it was really fun. They learned a lot. Ponzi says they will not learn it in school. Wishful thinking. Oh my goodness. I hope they do. Oh, they can't tell time on analog clock. I'm teaching them that too. I'm teaching them the clock with the hands. So we have this clock that I've had forever, and it's in my kitchen on the counter. I don't know why, but the kids love it. And it's a real clock. I mean, it's like a home decor item, but they really can't break it. So I always let them play with it. And so they're like, Nana, the arm is on the 3. And I said, I know, but that's the big arm. The big arm is not as important as the little arm. The little arm is more important. And so they said, why? And so we go through that about the hours and the minutes. It's still a concept I think that's a little too hard to understand, but we also have sand timers. They have sand timers that are all different, like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 6 minutes, blah, 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 blah. So we practice with those to learn, different things. It's, you can tell I always wanted to be a teacher, because I love teaching them and showing them new things, because they're sponges. They're really sponges. Yeah. Cursive writing. I have a feeling they won't get to learn cursive writing. Next, teach them about income tax. Oh, Russ, I don't want to ruin their day. Oh, Francie says, give them a chore so they can earn a wage. Yes, that is, Kirsten already has that in plan. She hasn't done it yet, but we saw on Instagram once where you can have a chart and say, okay, they're still so little, but like if you empty out like when they get older, if you empty out the trash. Oh, actually she saw it. We could do money, but she also saw it. She could do money, and then they could buy screen time, because eventually, the boys are going to really want to do the iPad things. And so she saw something on Instagram. I think I maybe even saw it first, but it said, if you make your bed, you get 5 minutes screen time. If you put the dishes in the dishwasher, you get X amount of time. This is for older kids, obviously. If you empty the dishwasher of the clean dishes, then you get X amount of time. If you do all these things, I don't think make your bed was on there. I think that wasn't on there. But, all these different things, you get certain amounts of screen time. And I'm like, ooh, that's genius. That is genius. Jeannie says, studies show that you use a different part of the brain when you hand write cursive. Probably the creative side, right? Because, they call it creative writing. But just because it's more of an art, right? To me, it seems like. Allie says, you're such good grandparents. I ran a home daycare for 25 years. I taught all my kids about money. I would take them to Hobby Lobby, and each child would get $5 to spend. 12 kids. Allie, that's amazing. That is amazing. Hang on. Ruth says, I have COPD. It's under control with help of a great doctor. My heart and prayers go out to you. Uh-oh, somebody else talked about that. Hang on. Uh-oh, I didn't get to see it. Oh, Carol says it's back in California. Oh, darn, I didn't get to see. I don't like Facebook because I only get to see one comment at a time. And when it goes fast, I don't get to see it. Yeah, I can definitely see that. And Kirsten used to be a teacher too. So, she has these fun alphabet games around her house that she's made. And yeah, they definitely, I got some worksheets that I found on the internet that I printed out because Miller's really getting into writing and like tracing letters and things. So I got some of those for him. Liam is more into right now taking things apart and learning how they work. He literally got that from my brother because Brandon we always called him MacGyver growing up because he'd always put things together and make things. And on the side of our yard growing up, he had, the side of our yard, for some reason, it was really weird the way it was configured. But my parents just let him do whatever he wanted over there. So he always had wood and nails, and he'd build things in that area. And it was really cool. It was really cool. I forgot about that. The funny thing is now he just recently, for my mom, made for Christmas or her birthday, I don't remember, he made her a catio for her cats. So on the side yard, he made this big old contraption so the cats can't get out, which is really cool. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I keep yawning. I slept really good today, too. Leah, I don't think that's going to happen, the double-sided cutting dies. I think it just kind of fell off. I think it just kind of fell off, unfortunately. I don't think it's going to happen. Bonnie says, we teach analog clocks, money, and cursive writing. They just isn't enough real-life enforcement of skills. That, and for teachers nowadays, they make you teach so much. And like, no offense, but like 80% of it's really not that important compared to the life skills, especially in high schools. The life skills, we need to be teaching our kids life skills in high school. It's really kind of too bad. Let's see. Okay. Amanda asked a question too. Let's see. With no cursive, these kiddos won't be able to sign their names on checks and paperwork later in life. Teresa, isn't that the truth? I know. I just feel like we're so concerned in the United States, especially about standardized testing and making these children sit at a desk for 6 hours a day and sit there and listen and not move around. And I'm like, so I could never be a teacher for real now, because as I mature and get older, I realize, especially my little boys, when they grow up, I'm like, when they're 7, I can't imagine a 7-year-old little boy having to sit at a desk for 6 hours. I mean, yeah, they get a little bit of a recess, but I mean, those boys need to be, I mean, Kirsten's room was really cool. Her school was, it had just opened. She got to open the school and help open the school. And the school was like forward thinking, or I don't know what they called it, but like they had balls for the kids to sit on instead of chairs if they wanted to. They had different seats and different chairs the kids could sit in, or they could stand up and do their work. They didn't have to sit in a chair like, my generation did and work. So they get to move their bodies more, because as a kid, you got to move your body. Dreadneck says, that's why I homeschool our 4 boys. Dreadneck, I would love to get more information from you. Could you just email us what curriculum you use? I would love if Kirsten would homeschool. I know she's got a lot on her plate with 2 boys, but let me tell you, I would love, I don't get to pick because they're not my boys, but I don't know. I get concerned on what they're teaching kids in school, and they go to a Christian school now, a Christian private school, for preschool, which I love. It was so cute. Liam said the other day, he said, he gave one of us a hug, and he said, hugs are healthy. And I said, you are right. We all need hugs to be healthy. I mean, it's very important. It releases XYZ. I don't know what it releases, but it releases stuff in your body when you get a hug. And I said, who told you hugs are healthy? And he said his teacher did. And is that the sweetest thing you've ever heard? To hear that your little preschool little boy's teacher told him hugs are healthy. That's just, like in a public school, I don't think teachers are probably really technically allowed to hug the kids because of all the crazies out there. But this school is just We love it. We love it. Francine says, when I ran the elementary school library, I took out all the tables and chairs and replaced with bean bags. Best thing ever, and never had behavioral problems or chairs tipping over. Oh, I love that. Diane says her daughter-in-law is going to homeschool her granddaughter. I love that. I love that. You know what? Okay, I'll be 100% honest with you guys. As a wannabe teacher, since I was 8 years old, I went to school I got my degree, my degrees in childhood development. I have my teaching credential for California. You know, I was going to be a teacher. And then when Katie was born, Ken and I looked at each other and just said, no. Literally the same day we came up with the conclusion I was going to stay home and be a mommy full time. So great, right? Luckily, we lived in a cute little house, and Ken's UPS took very good care of us. We were able to pay our mortgage, whatever. Great. I was always anti-homeschooling. All those years I was anti-homeschooling. Oh, no way. We knew some friends that homeschooled, and their daughter would just sit and watch videotapes all day and learn how to do things. And I'm like, no way. But I have completely done a 180, and I see homeschooling in a different light, mostly because of the internet, and mostly because I've matured, and also because what they're teaching kids in school now is not what they taught in schools 15 years ago. It's changed quite a bit, I feel. So I am kind of like going, gosh, I would love to homeschool. Now, I'm not the mommy, so I don't make that decision. But I just see a lot of benefits in it. And I see a lot, and not a traditional, like, because in the beginning, I would always think homeschool, your kids are sitting at a desk in a room in your house for 6 hours. That is not what it's like. You take them to a park and you learn about XYZ and you count sticks and you do this. And then you can incorporate the world into their curriculum, not just a book into their curriculum. So that's just me. I'm loving that idea. It's not my decision. I just think it'd be, I just like that as an option now, is what I should say. I like that as an option. But their preschool is amazing. We love their preschool. So yeah. Yes, Jeannie said that, and that's Jeannie. That's too. There are so many more homeschooling groups that get together and share the responsibility. That's what I've been learning also, meaning like on Tuesdays, they go to this house to learn XYZ. On Wednesdays, they go to a different house and learn this. And on Thursdays, they go to a different house and learn this. And so they're still getting all the social skills. They still get a lot of social skills. But, you know, there's a lot of hybrids out there that I really like too. So Katie actually in high school did a hybrid option for high school. And she excelled. She learned a lot more in that hybrid option than she would have in a normal high school. So it was awesome. So who knows? Elle says, I've heard of teachers going private where a couple of families hire teachers. Yes, I've heard of that too. Yeah. Francine says, I love that you can concentrate on teaching and the child concentrates on learning without having to waste time redirecting another child who doesn't want to learn. Francine, yes, that's it too. That's it too. Yes. Sandy says, whoops, hit send too soon. Some teachers push their personal and political views. That happened when I was finishing my degree in college in the last 4 years. Yes, in college especially, Katie would come home and tell us what her teachers were saying. And it's interesting because the teachers would not allow you to record the lectures. And there was a reason. Yeah. The things they're teaching in college now Katie would just come home and just say, it is mind boggling that they think that they're teaching these kids this. So, yeah, it's all, I know it's and it is very controversial. It is very, but I do see a lot of benefit in it. I see benefits in both. I'm going to be honest. It depends on the teacher, of course. It depends on, we do have very good public schools in California. I'm not going to say we don't. We do. I guess it just all depends on personal preference. And, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how I got on this. Do you get a tax credit if you homeschool? Marianne, I do not know in California if we do that. I don't know. Any sneak peeks for tomorrow's release? Let me look and see what's tomorrow's release because I don't even remember. Let me take a drink while I'm doing this. What's tomorrow? The 7th. Oh, whoa. Let me just say, oh my gosh. It's this one. Okay, so tomorrow night's release, really the 7th, but it happens the night before, is a doozy. It's a doozy. There's 4 items. Every item is on flash sale, but it's a doozy. Technically 2 are card bases. And I'll give you one hint. If you have the Mary Flip It, you are going to be very happy. That's the one I did for Crop and Create. The Mary Flip It, we have it on our website. You will be very happy. That's one item. But there are lots. Nothing 5x7 tomorrow. Nothing 5x7 tomorrow, but there are 2 card bases. Let me just tell you, it's a good one tomorrow. It's a very, very, very good one tomorrow. Just saying. Let me think if there's anything else I have to say before I go because, Sandy, I know you're here. Sandra D's here. Sandy, so I love Sandy because Sandy put in her card. She said, "Hi, Stephanie. I'm challenging myself to mail you a card each month. Wish me luck." Laugh out loud. Your favorite reality star fan, Sandy, also known as Sandra D. And she made this cute card. I think we did this in one of our classes once. We should do it again. Oh, Katie says she's coming over. But look at this. So ready? Sandra D's here. Look at her. She's smiling. And you open it up. And that's, hang on. I got to open it better. You open it up. See how it stays, how it's a cutout. See, we did this in a class once. And then it has a little strawberry on there. And she put her little heart. 2024 limited edition by Sandy. I love it. So thank you. So, hey, challenge yourselves to send me a card once a month and you get to see it on a No Makeup Monday. But I absolutely love this one. It's beautiful. Sandy, please make sure you put it in our gallery also, okay? Because that way we get to save it forever in the gallery. Okay, you guys. Nancy says maybe you'll text us early. Oh my goodness, you guys. Nancy, that was a big mistake. Big mistake. I totally sent out the text early, but all my texting peeps got info early. I might do that once in a while just for kicks. Just because, another perk to be on the texting side of everything. I don't know. We'll have to see that. So Much Glitter has another meeting. And you know what? I probably have another meeting. I just didn't look at my calendar today. So I need to head out of here, you guys. But those of you in Southern California, yeah, it's rain, right? It's not orange juice. Yay, it's not orange juice. So yeah, let's have a great week. I will see you Thursday for another Crafting Corner where we get together live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I make something. I got it good now so I can say it. Also, tomorrow night is a big release. Please make sure you check in earlier. I don't think we'll run out in an hour or two. Don't worry about that. But it's some good stuff. Good stuff. So I will see you Thursday for Crafting Corner. And I'm probably going to do the horizontal stage card because I had a lot of requests, but I might need to do what is going live tomorrow night. But rest assured, you will get education on both of those soon. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay dry if you're in Southern California. And I will see you Thursday. Take care. Bye-bye. Then she's got to find all the buttons. Oh, there we go.